Yo,
What's going on?
good. We're here. Welcome back, everybody, to another night of Island Boys Football Talk. Of course, we got Street in the building representing the Carolina Panthers, and we got Simon in the building representing the San Francisco 49ers. And we won't have Jizzle tonight, but he'll be back on tomorrow. It's Saturday, which means it's our final preview show for the games on Sunday. The Panthers play on Monday. It'll be a short and sweet show tonight. We'll do Shane's final preview, my final preview, our game picks, and we'll talk about the Thursday night game along with the Monday night, along with the Sunday night, Sunday games tomorrow once Jizzle comes back. But we're happy to be back. You know, you can always catch us by liking and subscribing the page. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So to keep up to date for all your latest Panther, 49er, and Eagles football. They're here. All right, so we're gonna do like I said. Shane is gonna give you his final preview. He'll give us some key matchups and X factors for the game tomorrow. I'll also do the same, even though my game is on Monday. And then we're gonna show you our game picks for tomorrow, and it'll be a good, nice shot and sweet thing. So Shane, what's going on out in San Fran?
Um, Nothing much. We be preparing for our in-state rivals, the Rams. Not much to talk about with that game. Really, it's supposed to be, we the heavy favorites in that game. Hopefully, we can live up to that. Um, Nothing big came on the Steelers with no injuries, but I think we suffered an injury in the practice. I think we lost our boy Samuel Womack. Will be out for 8 weeks. I think he got sprained MCL. I think it's a sprain. He got out for 8 weeks basically, but he got injured in practice. And I think that's the only scratch we have going into this game, which not too major. We got a lot of depth on the corner side, but might hit us on special teams because he was a factor in the special teams. Gunner, he was playing the gunner for special teams. So you see how that goes. The Rams are down, basically still no Cooper Cup. Couple more injuries I think they had. I can't pronounce his name. Shitty. What a young receiver them got name?
Not too Atwell.
Not Tutu Atwell, the next one. Paco something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know him.
he injured. So he won't be playing. So they don't receive us hard. So they got a struggle on their hands with basically no big number one receiver out there. With the Cooper Cup going down in that one guy going down. Forgive me, I can't remember his name. But we are in with the same momentum we have with the Steelers. We expect to go down to SoFi. It's basically gonna be a home game for us. Usually, our fan base has traveled well in California. Just a drive down the road. Um, Nothing spectacular. Expect Poise to show out. McCaffrey and Debo and those guys to do the thing, and then you to do their thing. The Rams they don't have that defense they had last year and the year before that. So they kind of like on a rebuild. They got a surprise win last week. It ain't gonna happen this week though. So I expect full stars from the final, and I expect another drag into the mud like the Steelers game. So we'll see.
You got any key matchups that you got your eye on?
Not really. I mean, I would say Aaron Donald, but they're probably gonna double team Aaron Donald to death on the line since they really don't have no more fear of nobody else on that defensive line. So you're probably gonna see Aaron Donald getting a lot of double team. Probably some good work for the guards, Bufford or Aaron Banks to see how they handle. I mean, but they played against him last year too. So really and truly, I ain't no matchup, and they ain't really got nothing on defense. They ain't got nothing on offense that I'm really too worried about. I like to see Cooper Cup, match up against some of the younger corners playing in the slot. Maybe Isaiah Oliver, maybe because Cooper Cup don't play on the outside a lot. He'll play on the slot. So he'll probably match up with Isaiah Oliver. I don't see that matchup, but he ain't there. So we'll have to wait till the next round to see that matchup. Other than that, no Jalen Ramsey out there, so I really ain't fearing none of the corners. Only guy you got to watch out Aaron Donald coming down the middle, breaking up a few plays. But I think if we just play smart, we should be all right.
Yeah. I think well, I think San Fran has the edge, but I won't take it away from LA. Seeing as though what they did last week, they had Seattle had a big edge as well, and they went away. Division games could be tricky. I still don't pick them to win, but um, credit to McVay and those guys that did a great job planning for the Seahawks. I think it is a lot tougher for against the 49ers, but anything is possible in the NFL when it comes to those kind of games. So we'll have to see how it goes. It's their home game, but I know they're down a few key pieces, and we'll have to see how it turns out for those guys. So
Yeah, you can't play them down. They're still a professional football team, but I just don't see them. I just don't see it.
I think another day for them is execution. They executed well against the Seahawks last week in terms of a lot of aspects of the game. If we look back on it, you had you had Stafford 24 of 38, 344 yards. That was very efficient.
Mm-hmm.
No touchdowns, but no interceptions either. They ran the ball a lot. K. Williams, I can't remember his first name, and Cam Akers. They had 37 rushes for about 81 yards. Not big of an average, but they had three touchdowns altogether. Two touchdowns and one touchdown. Two touchdowns for Williams, one touchdown for Akers. Naku had the big 10 catches for 119 yards, but he's not going to be there. Tutu Atwell had 6 catches for 119 yards. Then you had Higby, Van Jefferson. So they're going to have to step up. They had 2 sacks in total. Donald, yeah, 2 sacks in total, but they dominated how they played the game against the Seahawks because they know they're not that type of team that's going to score quick. It was basically 40 minutes to 20 minutes in terms of time of possession for the Rams. Uh, to hold the ball for 40 minutes, you're keeping the offense off the field for the other team. So that can do a lot. In total yards, 426 to 180. You don't really expect that from the Rams, but they had it. 27 first downs compared to 13. So they took advantage of the game last week. And the crazy thing about it was both of the teams had zero turnovers. So it's not like it was with in the case of the Panthers, they had 3 turnovers, dominated the game, but still lost.
Mm-hmm.
No one dominated the game in terms of turnovers. It's just that the Rams just steadily moved the ball down the field, a lot of big long drives, and took the Seahawks by surprise, I would say. So I think that would be their game plan again to try and just keep that type of momentum, keep you guys off the field, see if we can keep mustering the first downs, move the ball, and see how it goes. So I think that's their game plan. I don't expect it to work entirely, but more than likely, any Rams fan would say that's the game plan going forward for those guys. Well, any more info, any more you got to see on that game?
No, Shanahan did a presser today about how you play against Donald. But I mean, we play against him so much that you know what to expect. And like I said again, they ain't the team that he were the last 2 years. They ain't the team that was the Super Bowl champions and the team after that. So I think it should be. I mean, it should be expected win. Shouldn't have no downfalls. Hopefully, we don't get no injuries in this game, and we should be able to dominate this team. So nothing much more after that. Can't hear. Can't hear. You plug out something. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Gotcha now.
Well, when we come to the game picks, we'll see where the picks side. Do have Jizzle's picks as well. So when we come to the game picks, we'll see how it goes. Switched it over to Carolina. Based on everything for this past week, we lost our starting left guard with Christensen, who played very well the first game and last year. He was our starting left guard, and he tore his bicep muscle, so he's out for the season. Um, JC Han, who had a freak hamstring injury, has been put on IR. They said it's not season ending, so he should be back in the second half, but it's just one of those freak injuries. It wasn't still like he was chasing anyone, just in coverage. And then he said he heard something pop in his hamstring, and they didn't do. They said it was more of a procedure than a surgery, just to clean up some stuff. But he's out for. I'll,
4 weeks at least.
it'll be at least, but I think it'll be closer more to about 6, 7 weeks, and then come on strong for the second half of the season. But
Y'all
having
see somebody else, or you just rolling with the dip?
um we well the depth is thin because we got CJ Henderson, Troy Hill, Dante Jackson. We signed a second year player after the Raiders practice squad, Sam Webb, 6'3", 215 pounds. He played a lot for for the Raiders last year. He played in all the games. I think he had about either 11 or 3 stars. I can't remember which one it was, but he played a lot for them. It was pretty solid, and they were high on him, but they wanted to stash him on the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Then we signed a guy named Lamar Jackson to the practice squad, another tall, lanky cornerback. So he is on the practice squad, but as of right now, corners we do have CJ Henderson, Dante Jackson, Troy Hill, Sam Webb, and the guy we got from you guys, Deshaun Williams.
Yep.
So those are the five corners, and more than likely, I think they'll elevate Lamar Jackson. But it's tough to have GC go down again. He has so much potential, but injuries has been a big question mark. I mean, it's not like he wants to go and get injured. He's just been unlucky so far, but let's hopefully he heals up and he comes back strong. Losing Christensen is kind of it's big, not that it's big, but we probably can overcome it. Right now, we don't have our starting two guard, which is Aston Corbett and Christensen. But our rookie Chandler Zavala, he played last week at right guard, and he played pretty well. Frank Wright said that he's gonna start Zavala again and second year player Cade Mays of Tennessee. He was being a pretty steady guard in college and a good backup piece for us. The thing about it is Zavala started right guard last week, but he's been playing left guard most of the time, and he's actually Ike Kwanu's teammate when both of them was in NC State. So both of them played left tackle and left guard together. So earlier in the week, I know Thomas Brown said he doesn't want to keep flip flopping and throw him up a sink. But I think now that Christensen is gone, I think they're gonna send him over to left guard. They didn't want to. They didn't say today. They just said those two will be starting. But I think the ideal thing in this it should be to send him to left guard because more than likely he's gonna play left guard for the rest of the year because he and Ike played left tackle and left guard at NC State, and they were a pretty good combo. Put them back together and let them gel. I think that would be the best thing. Kate Mays can go between Bozeman and Moton until Corbett comes back. Corbett will come back after 4 weeks, but I would definitely put Zavala at left guard and have him and Ike go. And that could probably be a left tackle and left guard for the next 10 years. But we'll see how it goes. But those guys will be there. Of course, we're playing the Saints on Monday night. Some key matchups will definitely be how the cornerbacks rotate and play. I mean, we gotta rely heavily on Dante Jackson and CJ Henderson and Troy Hill. I think they'll mix and match. CJ Henderson didn't really have a bad game last week outside of the big play to Pitts, but that could have gone either way. If you look at the slow motion picture, Pitts actually shoved him out of the way. So I don't know how they got defensive pass interference on it, but he played good technique in for the rest of the game. I watched him a lot slowed it down. The problem with CJ Henderson is the deep balls. I think he kind of comes out of his zone when on deep balls, and he kind of plays a little too frightening or gets a little too complacent. When the ball is in front of him, when the receiver is in front of him, he has good technique. When he runs with the person, they're good. It's only when it comes to when the ball is about to drop, he kind of makes a bad mental mistake there. He has good cover because that play with Pitts, it was him and Van Bale, sorry, and Van Bale was a little late coming over the top. That was a sandwich play. One of them should have picked it off, but it happens. But I do have faith in CJ Henderson. Dante Jackson, it's all about staying healthy. We have to stay healthy with him, or else we're in serious trouble. Try Hill played very well, so I don't have no. I have faith in Try Hill. If you do suffer another injury, there's a few persons on the free agent market that I see that I like. Bradley Roby, who just came from the Saints. I
Mhm.
definitely would have called him. And then you had Bryce Callahan, who played all 17 games for the Chargers last year. I would have definitely tried to call him, and then I think one more person. I think William Jackson. So those three persons are persons I would definitely be on the phone with. Know that you lost JC as some additional depth, but the Sam Webb, listening to some analysts of, listen to some persons analyze him last year. He has a lot of potential. Still young. He went undrafted, but he played every game for the Raiders last year. So having him, Charles Lanky can play the boundaries good. That should be something good for them. So I think for on the defensive side is how well our corners hold up to Mike Thomas, Chris Olave, Rashid, and those guys. And then on the offensive side, I think my X factor definitely. I don't want to say DJ Chark. He should be back this week. He practiced all week. I don't want to say he's the X factor. I think the X factor is gonna be my X factor for that game is definitely Cade Mays, because if he holds up in pass protection, then we should be good. Zavala hold up well last week, so I'm not worried about him. But now that you got what's his name, Cameron Jordan and those guys, you got to hold up in pass pro. If
Mhm.
he does hold up in pass pro, I think Bryce Young will have some time. Bryce Young did look good last week. It's a learning curve when you have mistakes. He's the first overall pick, yes, but still a rookie. I think this week, what looking back at it, there were some throws that he missed, some deep throws. Having Chark back into the fold should help you open up the field. But Terrace Marshall and Mingo had some open plays down the field too. I think it was just a lack of reps, communication. Once you get their connection going, then it's easy, but you still got to do it. But I think having Chark will definitely help open up the field. So, but if our line can hold up again, I think we can do pretty. I think we can beat the Saints. The running game was pretty good last week, other than Miles Sanders having that one fumble.
Mhm.
But it looked pretty good to me. Linebackers were good. I think we signed Chris Wormley to the practice squad. I think that was a pretty nice thing. He's 6'7". He's been on the Steelers for a very long time, very productive. Just that he tore his ACL last year, but he's healthy now. I definitely see him coming up to help with the run D inside. No Alvin Kamara, but Jamal Williams is still a very productive running back, but he's not Alvin Kamara, so let's make sure we keep him in check. I'm not really afraid of Derek Carr. They had a tough time playing against Tennessee last week, and I think our defense is better than Tennessee. But Brian Bones in Houston coming off the edge, I'll take that any day. Derek Brook, I'll take that any day. So we just gotta play our game. First home game for Bryce Young. Get the energy going. Be disciplined. I think the key for us is those turnovers. Limit your turnovers, and we'll definitely be in the game. That what threw us off of the game last week. The turnovers, because even though we turned over the ball 3 times, we were in the game until the fourth quarter.
Right.
We were right there. So it take away the 3 turnovers, you come out of that game 1-0. Because we gave Atlanta every opportunity to stay in the game and to win the game with 3 turnovers. If we clean up that, definitely think we'll go 1-0. Think it should have a good home crowd for Bryce Young's first game. There's a lot of stuff going on Twitter and social media now without fans. Fans are fans can be fans, but sometimes you gotta know when you're taking it overboard, and when you if you're a real fan and you know how football works, you can't just expect Bryce Young to come there and throw 400 yards every single game. You can't. JC Han got injured. I saw a lot of banter about JC Han. It's not his fault. Most of the crazy thing about it is all of his injuries happened on tough. That was out, and could be Bader's not reacting good to tough. Could be, but we'll have to see. But it's not his fault. But the team is actually in a good position. We're a few pieces away still, but with a lot of cap space coming up, we can do a lot of stuff. But this year is all about developing, growing Bryce Young, make sure he gets comfortable. And I think this week, under the bright lights on national television, he'll do a good job against the Saints. Still think he'll throw about for about 240 yards. Think he'll have 2 touchdowns, probably 1 interception still. But I think it'll be a better game for him against the Saints, and we should come out victorious. But we, it's, I, I'm at a 8 in confidence for the game on Monday. It'll be Monday at 7 o'clock. We have 2 games on Monday night.
1-7, 1-8, right?
Yeah, so it's not actually like a double header. It's just 1-7, 1-8. So, but I'll be definitely tuned in tomorrow. I'll just be tuned into the other games. But yeah, for Carolina's sake, let's get on the board, play good, efficient, effective football, and come out 1-1, 1-1 against your division, and then on to Seattle in Seattle the other week. So we'll see how it goes. So, but nah, I'm ready. And outside of that, that's our final words on our games, which means it's now game picks time. Everyone was successful in the Thursday night's game. Everyone picked Philly, and Philly made it closer than it should be. But we'll talk about that tomorrow along with Shane's game. But we'll go to our game picks.
Some good matchups this week.
So what we got? What's the next one? Green Bay and Atlanta, right?
Green Bay, Atlanta.
Right?
Yep.
I'm going with I hate the Falcons, so I'm going with Green Bay. Just because I hate the Falcons.
I got Atlanta in this one. I think
it could be a tricky game, yeah, but I don't like Atlanta. And I don't want them to win.
I think John Love gonna be what it is. All right, Las Vegas at Buffalo.
Well, sorry for poor Las Vegas, but Buffalo might put about 50 points on them.
Baltimore at Cincinnati.
You make a pick first.
I get in Baltimore because Cincinnati, I don't know what Cincinnati won last week.
I feel the same way.
Baltimore?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if they were older me.
No, I'm not. I get in Cincinnati. Seattle and Detroit.
I got in Detroit. You know on the Detroit bandwagon.
Even though I ain't on the Detroit bandwagon, Seattle lose to the Rams. That gotta be deflating. I don't know. Chargers or Tennessee?
Definitely Chargers.
Yeah, again with Chargers as well. Chicago at Tampa Bay.
Justin Fields can't play that bad again. The Bears can't play that bad again. I go with Chicago.
Again with Tampa Bay. I say yes, them could play that bad again.
Oh, lie.
Kansas City at Jacksonville.
Ooh. Is the Chiefs actually going to start 0-2? I think not. I'm going with Kansas City.
Okay, you think so? I gave with Kansas City too. Kelsey back, Chris Jones back. Yeah. Indianapolis at Houston.
It should be the two rookies, Anthony Richardson versus CJ Stroud.
Yep.
Ah, boy. I'm going Houston.
Again, Houston as well. San Fran at LA.
San Fran.
Giants at Arizona. Can the Giants think up the giant like that again?
No. Not against Arizona, who don't name them quarterback.
I don't even think any pick with Arizona for the rest of the year. I ain't even picking them. New Jersey at Dallas.
I'm gonna go with that. 'Cause I just ain't confident in this
Zach Wilson.
blasted Zach
I
Wilson.
mean, come in, Zach Wilson. Washington at Denver.
I think Washington gonna win.
Again with Denver.
I got Washington.
Miami at New England.
Miami.
It's a game angry with Miami too because there's a high power offense. New Orleans and Carolina.
I got a good card. I did say that we're gonna win this game.
Yeah, you did see the game. We're getting New Orleans on this one. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. That boy ain't sending a pick for Cleveland, Pittsburgh.
I got with Cleveland.
Can they stink up the joint, you say?
Oh, Cleveland. Cleveland is taking a jet.
Pittsburgh. Can Pittsburgh stink up the joint?
I don't like Pittsburgh. Put Pittsburgh for KG.
I put the Pittsburgh easy.
That he business. He should have give us our pick. Then he lose the pick.
Yeah, cause he ain't pick. I ain't going to picks
Well,
again.
the good thing is it's Monday, so he got time. All right, so that's our game picks for Sunday. Like I said, you got a full action pack Sunday of football. Um, Sheehan's game is the only game of the crew that
Playing tomorrow.
that's gonna be playing tomorrow, and then my game is gonna. So we'll actually go through Shane and KG's game tomorrow, and then Tuesday we'll go over the Panthers game. But yeah, we'll definitely do it like that tomorrow since Jizzle isn't here because I know we got some interesting things to talk about in terms of how Jizzle sees stuff, and we may not agree with everything he
I worried.
see. Oh, we're gonna see when he come tomorrow. We're gonna save it for tomorrow because it don't make sense to do it now when he's not here and it's his team. So,
Give him a chance to defend himself.
so we'll definitely have some post game reaction tomorrow on tomorrow's show. But yeah, another week of football. Week 2. We are Philly already beat Minnesota 34-28, but got some action tomorrow again, and then on Monday we're gonna close it up with Panthers and Saints, Pittsburgh and Cleveland. But it's just getting ready for these games tomorrow. We know what to expect from our teams now. I mean, it's just still a second game. Do I expect it to be a flawless game? No, but you got to get your act together. So, can the Rams pull off another upset? We'll see. Can the Panthers get on the board in the wins column? We will definitely see on Monday. But yeah, looking forward to the games. Any other news and notes around the NFL that you may have saw? I ain't see nothing.
Nothing much.
I ain't see nothing there.
Aaron just promising a playoff return. He must think the Jets gonna be the playoff little team. I don't understand.
I ain't really see anything.
Ain't
I
nothing.
just saw something here say he received a new and innovative surgery on his Achilles, one that could potentially have him back and ready to play by mid-January.
Yep.
But I outside of there, see he's targeting a playoff return. DK was fined $2,000 for the push that he had on the Rams corner. He did a cheap shot push there during a play.
Yep.
21,000 actually. He's fined over 21,000. He should have get suspended if he started play there. He could have injured the guy. The guy actually did get injured.
Right.
I would definitely have suspended him. That's a cheap shot. That's not that shouldn't be in the NFL. He would definitely get suspended if that was me.
You're gonna see what's tomorrow because he always get Joanne James and get me here and he can do some dumb shit again tomorrow. That's his persona. That's him all the time.
No, DK, are you playing the Seahawks?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I don't know. He just I don't know. Aaron Donald got fined over 16,000 for a hit on Geno Smith as well. During the game, after the game, Philadelphia and Minnesota, running back for the Vikings, Madison, got a lot of racial abuse on social media that kind of sparked some.
From his own team or from Philly?
Well, they look like fans.
His own fans or from Philly fans?
It's on social media, so probably from his fans.
Yeah, I think it was his fans probably.
Yeah, cause
But why you
um,
think that cause that would cause? I don't think he did anything wrong. He didn't fumble.
I don't know. He just seen run the ball like I didn't think.
I thought he had some good runs.
See, received more than 60 disgustingly disrespectful messages on Instagram, including some that use the N word and other research slow. I don't know. You know how these fans getting worse and worse. So
Hmm.
got to see Travis Kelsey and Chris Jones expected to play tomorrow.
Yep.
So that's a big boost for them. Outside of that, not much news in the NFL. I ain't see much. I ain't see other news like that. Still early. You know, a lot of the news usually is like a lot of the news is usually what you call it, um, injuries and so on. But I ain't see no injuries, so should be good for now. But yeah, like I said, we just patiently waiting for tomorrow to come to watch some football again. We have some football going. Uh, have our beers and popcorn and wings and whatever, and just enjoy another Sunday full of popcorn. I mean, enjoy a Sunday full of football. Hopefully, Sunday night the mood is all good. I don't know what I expect of a KG mood. I don't. It's hard to know. I'll be on a chill mood until Tuesday.
Yep.
Hope to see how Shea's mood is after the game, but we'll see. So good luck to everyone. Enjoy the football tomorrow. But anyone that watches our show, I need you guys to hit the like and subscribe button on at the bottom of the show, because then you'll be up to date on every time we're doing a show. If we change the day for a certain reason, but you'll get all the latest news and updates from us about our shows. And if you ever want to join the show, you just gotta hit us up and you can talk some football with us. Outside of that, I'm just chilling until Monday. I don't have any stress tomorrow. I'll just watch the games. Definitely watch the Fat Niners so that we can talk about them on Sunday. But I'm just cooling. Shane doesn't seem too fierce about tomorrow, so he's just cooling as well. So
Should
I'll-
be great.
yeah.
Hope they don't cause me to throw something at the TV tomorrow.
Well, Seattle thought it was a walk in the park with a change. So we gotta see. Outside of that, that's it for me. I think that's it from Shane. Like I said, good luck tomorrow, and we're gonna see everyone back Sunday night for our post game reaction show. We'll get some good analysis of what we just saw. So
All right.
thank you guys, and see you guys tomorrow.
Peace out.
Peace.